Jagain, it cut any guni, Erwin, Pin, Yidongani. Ruto Langadagan, Chago, Chenuri, Rajin, Gartabardo, Jagain, Malabar. Never Alba Charam, Mananam Charam, Manaway, Jatabardo, Jagain me. Elemenarba, Cabin Island, Cabin Majalin.
The Marshall Islands is over 2 million square kilometers of ocean with 30 atolls and 2 islands in it. And there are communities in some of these atolls, and there are places where there are no communities. So we gotta account for all of it. We've been planning this trip up to Pigar and Pokak for, I'd say, over 2 years. But the interest is far beyond those 2 years. The simple fact that there's no one up there makes it more interesting. Pigar and Pokak is geographically unique in the Marshall Islands. Obviously, they're part of the 2 northern atolls, and it's quite a challenge to get up there. We may find good things, we may find bad things, but all the reason why we should and we are going up there.
I don't think I would try it in these conditions. Can you guys make sure you put your funnel floodlights on? That's really handy to track you at night. Over.
Yeah, not a problem. We'll do that. Put the floodlights on.
Private rail.
We've been sailing for what, more than 50 hours? We got maybe 12 more to go till we are in Pokak.
Are you excited?
I'm just excited for the boat to stop moving. And of course to get into the water, but mostly for the boat to stop moving. Ajablukun naman.
My name is Amakaba Tiban. I'm the chief for MIMRA's Coastal Fisheries Division, and I'm also the leader for this expedition to Pigar and Pokak. There's very limited data that has been collected here. All of our findings will be used to help guide the communities in terms of resource management planning and establishment of protected areas. Well, we still have time to do. If we can squeeze in a third one, maybe we can do this one later on in the afternoon.
The one at the very top may be rough.
Over here?
We'll see, I guess.
Okay.
But that would be best at low tide because you get the most.
Yeah, you get the most protection up in there. Yeah, that actually might be reasonably protected when it's this low.
When it's low tide.
Getting ready for the first time. Gotta lose some calories. Too much eating.
It's gonna be an adventure, to say the least. No one's been here diving that we know of. And first thing Captain told us was it's gonna be sharky, so.
Well, that's a lot. I think they're hungry.
Pokoknya marong lale palang meloy ni kau win moda tak boleh melele. Lale loja tu orang pokoknya kerja tu kau jangan loja, kerja pello loja tu nari gilap.
My name's Andrew McInnes. I work for the Hoke Lab at the University of Guam. On this trip, I've been doing coral surveys. What we do is we use a 1 meter by 1 meter quadrat, and we look at all the corals within that area, and we're looking at different coral species and different sizes. Up here, the coral cover and coral diversity has been really good, which is awesome to see. Where there's less human pressure, sometimes the diversity is better, and we're definitely seeing that here.
My name is Erin Green. People call me Naku. I'm here on this trip doing invertebrates. Basically what I do is look for clams, giant clams, anything that's basically invertebrates.
I was tasked with what most may say was probably the easiest thing to do underwater, but I promise you it's not. I had to do benthic photos. So I would go along the transect line and take a photo every meter of the coral composition. Everything that we collect is sort of a puzzle piece. It helps us with understanding not only the biodiversity, but also the health of the reefs. The reef composition, the percentages of coral and algae and rock, sand, etc. All of those things combined tell a different story.
Pigara and Pokak are severely isolated and uninhabited. In regards to their traditional significance, they were still currently used as food reserves by the chief of Radakang. They're also featured in many Marshallese legends as prime turtle nesting grounds and bird habitats.
Ila karadok ngai kwettongan ini kwettabalo lang. Eno daer ka iri kadaga tirigiro ka amlo nouji. Tengana ngalu. Ebon kan pau arainin kaya ngai peri kia elgune chalo pau. Peri lo yanin modalok ya kan lugu lat boje kai arainin elgune chalo. Ego ko tako ngai lo igin lo ainin. Armiraru air pagairu rei pagair murian waini koilo aja kini kana ko me rei yam yone ni amara ore beri kana kajbaro kailin ki na ichep kanan we no bar gitu ko jor relan narong kajara ya la ba ya ku.
Okay, so we just left Pokak. We're on our way to Pigat. We arrive there tomorrow morning.
Steaming down here, we kind of looked at the satellite images of the reef and the lagoon and the islands, and it looked like there was a pretty pronounced passage on the west side that may be accessible by the tender boat. So we're heading up there to take a look. Yeah, I guess it just looked pretty treacherous
Oh, it's
on this outcoming.
It's gnarly. No, there's no other way around it. It's gnarly.
You know, you never know till you get here. Conditions and wind and waves need to be perfect, especially this far away. There's no room for error. There's no rescue emergency services for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. So if anything happens up here, let's just say it can't happen up here.
Juan men ilun bar me ngajelo ke ilun emanagan enegi ni iloan penar marong real ngadok. Imbet Juan meno mana boy kalau timaga jen jaga roban kajuo kajangan kagijen lo ene no. Kana ke yapan toga ene ke yapan pen real ngi kamangar kacung. Kami la real no kami ang itom chogo yo na ni ba kami marong kamane charbala kami ang barruit emu matan menoko ni ala pen real ang ke e bar piruro ar ka barok menoko pundir lo en jabugin
Adain kende zimit ilo expedition ini cara baligitian radiation monitoring. Albat cara mana be mujar curdo poka pigar. Poka ka chain kar waraka dagi eligen nuclear testing go. Pigar ala kar waraka dagi lo 1978.
We're collecting soil sediments for part of our radiation monitoring project. Kikachiyong kalabala kabelo go iperu jarbalin majal, pejen magi peje menugo punirilion ene kapilo lojet nganar mane do radiation apai dinugo menagain met mujara ka raini imjen menagain emo ebiro rari ni jigia tulmaga melele ko ngan kacojo cuju pero kap kiene war pen emanar melele kan tagain rajwalok ijagain cigir ijeloginar labar rilangan rilikun robaran kamania kada kain impatok tagain rajwalok iper
Eda in Jesse Capelle ema Karmatan menawo ngayaru wegagi kitchen aerial mapping. Olive chicken ko tali ala kaloi berrijat ibul yaku ko jiloi iche menon ko pello outer gadget ai bujut
Collecting soil samples, the different layers of the seed.
Yeah. This will be 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Yes.
on the inside lagoon. It's a small patchery. So we haven't done any surveys in here yet. So we're interested to see what type of coral and what type of fish are on the inside of these remote atolls.
The reef is definitely different from the outer reefs. Not very healthy. A lot of dead corals, a lot of algae. But the fish populations inside are similar to the outside. A lot of fish, all sorts of fish you can find in a healthy reef.
The reason surveying these corals is super important and to survey them now is because climate change, unfortunately, is affecting pretty much all reefs around the globe. That makes this trip really important, you know. We go to the inside and we find certain species of coral that they may be in the future 10 years from now, the next trip that comes, they might not find those same corals. So it's really important to have that baseline survey to know what species are inside, and that way we can track how things are changing through time and to see if climate change is affecting them. Because in these remote places, it's not really a human-driven decline, it's mainly climate change out here.
Over the years, we've developed a process we call Reimaanlok. Reimaanlok in Marshallese is basically looking to the future, or looking forward. Obviously, we have a big ocean with scattered islands and atolls throughout the archipelago, but we're there. We're rising to the challenge to at least answer the fundamental question of what's out there in our ocean, what's out there on our islands, and how are our communities going forth in the context of globalization and everything else that's happening.
We've spent several weeks up here, and as a Pacific Islander, very encouraged to see well-trained Pacific Islanders actually participating and leading studies on their islands. These are going to be the future leaders of the Marshall Islands, and so having them have hands-on experience of what they are going to, in the future, manage and protect, I think is invaluable.
Eben an pambaron ka jabaro ben men go in pijer te guji te murgen men kana logic pada pelin practice yo yang mantada jamaron ko mane pag ngan jangan ar marong pag ngan jangan lo ecep ngay bero ko te wi en rio ale por beri jon
te jalama ke elang men go rojo ren lo jogo jigir angay janaj ka jabaro ailengin pigar ka pokak itamake ro hiljum jagala jaranaj rutola ko meloyo par minigin
aru tumora dalangan pigaram pokak tula kom laleta milina uro ko ibulal nan chori reil mere tugagin tojen dali chigin pigaram pokak ran kajabaro wi eni tumor